KRLD News Time is 9:06, sunny skies, 73 degrees at KRLD Satellite News Center. There has been a problem with one of the planes landing at DFW Airport. KRLD's Frank Welch with an update.
Rich, apparently there's been some type of accident now at DFW Airport on runway 18 left. Apparently the fire department there responding to a, quote, a 727 in the dirt. And all runways are shut down, as a matter of fact, at the airport. And right now we have a witness, apparently, to the problem, Clive Lane, live on our line right now.
Yeah, I was watching out my office window, this plane taking off. And the tail never seemed to pick up properly. And I noticed, I thought it was a light for a second, but then I realized it wasn't. And, yeah, that's right. And then the tail hit the ground and exploded.
So we have a plane crash. The plane exploded?
Yes, it did. Ball of fire. Looked to me like a 727 or 737, I thought. There's smoke and stuff over there now. It was a huge explosion.
CBS News, I'm Rob Armstrong. An air crash in Dallas. A Delta Airlines 727 jet with 105 people on board crashed on takeoff about 2 hours ago. First reports indicate that at least 40 people survived. Newsman Frank Welch of CBS radio affiliate KRLD is at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport.
I'm about 50 feet from the aircraft now, and we have a better look at it. It could be in worse shape. Perhaps the pilot did a good job in just keeping this in three pieces. That's what the airplane appears to be in right now. The cockpit has broken off and partially separated from the rest of the fuselage, but the tail section, which is just before the rear engines, the tail section, or third of the airplane, has been severed from the rest of the fuselage, and the tail of the aircraft has been broken off and is facing down into the ground. In fact, it just looked like it fell back or broke.
That was Frank Welch at International Airport in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Here on KRLD Dallas-Fort Worth, it's 1 o'clock.
CBS News, I'm Vicki Kelly. More survivors than fatalities in the crash of Delta Airlines Flight 1141. Officials at Delta are now saying 11 people were killed when the jet took off from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Frank Welch of CBS radio affiliate KRLD is at the scene of the crash. He says the 747 jet broke into several big pieces.
The front half is burned slightly, but because we hear that the flight crew apparently has survived at least some of those, the front cockpit portion is cracked a little bit and partially separated from the fuselage. The rear tail section is totally broken off, and only a bottom strip of that aircraft is being held together there. And it appears that as we watch right now, they're pulling several of the bodies out of the rear portion of this Delta aircraft.
No word yet what caused the accident.